think I like girls? And she was like, what do you like? Do you like girls or not?
This nigga stay hating, cause they know I'm gonna make it. How to stay patient, I just wanna be the greatest. Find out you basic, I ain't fucking with no lame.
So what's good, YouTube? I've been contemplating on if I should make this my first video on the channel. But as you can see, well, if this uploads, that means it's my first video on the channel. If not, it might be my second or third. But yeah, as you can see by the title, this is a story time about how I came out to my mother. I have one where I came out to my mom and my dad, but that's like two different part videos. And I'm fucking hot as shit. I got a hoodie on. I got the sun beaming in my face. I mean, it's good lighting, but this shit's, I don't know how y'all niggas do this shit. But yeah, this is my first video on the channel. And I'm coming to y'all from the heart. I'm gonna let y'all know how I came out. And tips and stuff and all that. I think I came out like a year ago. I was like 15, 14 and a half, 15. Something like that. Like, I literally didn't come out till I was with the girl that I'm with now. And I've been with like 4 or 5 girls beforehand. But we don't want to make this too long, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll get right into the video. But yes, I need a haircut. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these two. I'm probably going to take them out like a curly head, sorry. But back to the video. So, actually, yeah, it was when I first started going out with the girl I'm going out with now. We've been going out for like a year and a half. No, we've been going out for a year and 9 months, almost 2 years now. And I was in my living room, not even in the same house that I'm in right now. I was in my goddamn living room. I was in my room, then my living room, because I was like, I've been contemplating. I don't know if I should tell my mama that I'm out. Like, something in my mind was like, you should tell her. You should tell her. Because you want to be with this girl, you should tell her. Y'all ain't going to be together forever or something like that. You know how little kids are, and they think y'all going to be together forever and all this shit. So I was just thinking, I was like, I feel like I should tell her. This should be the time to tell her. So I go in the living room, and I'm sitting on the fucking, she got like this little exercise bike or some shit. So I'm standing on it. And my brother happens to be in there too. So I'm like, I'm not going. So I'm standing on the exercise bike. I'm being weird as shit. Like, they watching a movie. I'm like, so how's your day going? How's the sun? And all that shit. I'm trying to figure out how to tell her without actually telling her. But like, what I didn't know is that my mama already knew about that shit. Like, that's the crazy part. My mama already knew that I was good. She just didn't want to acknowledge it. She was waiting for me to tell her. I'm like, damn, fuck. I didn't even know that shit. That was so crazy. And so we just sitting there. I'm talking. She's like, girl, spit it out. What do you want? What do you want to tell me? What is all this stuff you got to tell me about? What is it that you need to tell me? What do you need to figure this shit out? Because I ain't got time to watch my movie. So I'm like, I think I like girls. And she was like, what do you mean you think you like girls? I think I like girls. Like, it was hard for me to tell her, but it wasn't hard for me to tell her. Like, I was so fucking confused. Like, I literally was like, I need a fucking haircut. I'm sweating and shit. Goddamn, it's hot as hell. But I need a fucking haircut. That's what I need. But, yeah, I was trying to figure out how I was going to tell her. So I was like, yeah, I think I like girls. And she was like, what do you like? Do you like girls or not? And then I already told her before I even started this, I was like, any questions you got, I ain't ready for them questions yet. I ain't thought about my answers to y'all questions. Like, literally, I was trying to, like, come up with so many different things to say and different things to bring up other than what the actual situation was. And I told her, she was like, I already know this. I was like, what? What the fuck did you say? In my mind, I was like, what? What? She was like, you can tell by the way you walk and the way you present yourself. I already knew that you kind of like, oh, it went that way. I just didn't want to acknowledge it. Knowing me, I didn't even know that she knew this, so she didn't even want to tell me that. She was keeping that from me. Like, I didn't even know she knew this stuff. She literally was like, yeah, I already know this. Or, what's new? What are you telling me? And then I told her not to ask questions. She started asking questions. She's like, so what made you start liking girls? Did you see other people liking girls? That's how you did it. Is this a trend going around school? Are you even really gay? Are you going through a little phase? All black people say that. Literally, all black people like, are y'all going through this little phase or whatever y'all want to call it? I didn't answer none of her questions. I said, I'm not ready for no questions. I'm not ready for none of this. Y'all can keep y'all questions and all this stuff. And then my brother, I've been lying for years. Like, every time a girl came over, I invited one of my friends or one of my girlfriends. I would always be like, no, that's not my girlfriend. That's not my girlfriend. Like, if my brother read my messages, I'd be like, she's just my best friend. We just talk like that. No, that's not my girlfriend. Damn, I'm fucking sweating, goddamn. I didn't take this fucking hoodie off. Oh my god, I'm feeling like a bitch out here. But yeah, that's literally all I've been doing. And then when I went out with this girl, I was like, hey, I'll tell my mama that I like girls. So that's when I went in. I did all the shit that I did. And I was like, you know the girl that I showed you at school? Because we had like a parent night like a couple days ago. She was like, yeah. And I was like, we go out. We've been going out for a few days or a few months, shit like that. And she was like, you talking about that one girl? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I kind of suspected it, but I didn't want to say nothing. Like, all this time, my mama knew that I like girls, and she knew that I went this way. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how the hell you know this? Like, I'm trying to come out to you, and you already know half the shit that I'm trying to tell you. So it made it a lot easier. Also, I was scared to come out to her because I saw a whole bunch of YouTube videos on that shit when people would come out to their parents and they would kick them out or they would disown them and shit. I used to be scared as hell to tell my mama. I told her that too. I was like, I've been seeing videos on how to come out to parents and stuff when they began. And she'd be like, did you think I was going to do that? And I was like, duh. And she was like, girl, me compared to them are two. You can't compare me to other people. It's two different videos and two different things, and I'm not gonna disown you and stuff like that. I was like, it was so easy to do it because she already knew half the stuff that I was gonna say, so it was already kind of easy to let her know that I was coming out and all that. So, and if you see me slobbing and stuff, that's 'cause I got braces. That's hard. I got these rubber bands. It's hard to keep my mouth closed and shit like that. I fucking hate these shits. Don't get braces, bro. Shit's a fucking. I fucking hate these shits, bro. So I'm coming out. I let her know. I would. How should I put this? If y'all want me to do the one I came out to my dad, put it in the description down below. I'll let y'all know. Put that in the comments. Cause I think I came out to my dad at Wendy's. Yeah, my dad took me to Wendy's and sat me down. This nigga wanted to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to him. Nigga talked to me. He asked me questions. Well, that's a whole different story. But back to my mom and my brother. Cause I wasn't even supposed to come out to my brother. But hey, he happened to be there, so I came out to my brother and shit like that. It was really simple, actually. My mama took it way simpler than I thought she would. She said it way simpler than my dad and way simpler than my grandma. And she was like, so anything you need to talk about or anything you need to say, you can come to me. I'll talk to you about it. And I'm not disowning you and I'm not doing this shit. I accept you for who you are. And ever since I came out to her, my cousins and my brothers and all them shit, I don't know how they found out. But that's when they said they would accept me for who I am and all this stuff. Number one tip I probably give y'all niggas for coming out, or I don't want to say niggas because it might be other people, but the one tip I give y'all is just do it. Don't be scared to do that shit. Just do it. Because 9 times out of 10, if they do kick you out or they do disown you or something, it's not the end of the world. I know people probably feel like, oh, that's the end of the world, or oh, my mama don't love me no more, but it's not that she loves you. It's just it's probably something that she needs to get used to, I would say. I don't know. Because, like, all parents are different, so I can't really say, oh, just go out and do it. But, like, I feel like most parents, they're reasonable about it, and, like, they wouldn't really, like, be too mad about it. They just got to get their mind wrapped around, oh, my child likes the same gender, or oh, my child goes this way, and oh, my child goes that way. I feel like parents don't really understand, because they be like, oh, it's just a phase, or oh, they see other people doing this, so they want to do it as a trend. But they don't really understand where kids are coming from when they say that, because it's hard as shit to do some stuff like that. To come out to somebody, that shit, I bet you that's probably hard as hell. It's probably hard as shit to do that. Other people right now probably scared as shit to do that, but I'm letting y'all know now, when I did that shit, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was, actually, to be honest. That shit was actually pretty easy. Way easier than I thought. That's probably the main tip that I probably give to y'all, is just fuck it and do it. Like, they're gonna find out eventually. I think that's the one thing that I didn't want to happen, is that somebody tell my mama, like my mama find out about that shit, and she come to me about it. I'm like, I'm not ready to tell you. I'm not ready for this. So I feel like you should do it, because it's gonna come out eventually. Like, somebody or somewhere knows it, and they holding that shit against you, and they're gonna tell your parents, and you don't want your parents to know right now, so just go and do that shit, bro. Like, I feel like they disown you, things happen. After a while, y'all might get back together. Y'all might, let me not say get back together, y'all might connect or whatever, but for me, just do that shit, man. Like, I swear. It's gonna make your life, it's gonna get one thing off your chest, and it's gonna make your life a lot easier if you just go ahead and do what you gotta do, and just let your parents know. Second thing, don't get no motherfucking flag. Like, I see all these people with flags and stuff, and they, like, I got one. Like, I wouldn't, like, that's kind of hypocritical, because I got one. But, like, I didn't get one till after I came out. Like, I feel like, don't get no goddamn flag. I kind of don't even want my flag no more now that it's in my room. So I feel like it's doing too much. Like, everybody already know you ain't got to show off and show out to let people know that. Like, yeah, they got nice colors and shit on their flag. But don't do that shit. I'm telling y'all that right now. Don't do that, bro. I think that was the worst shit I never did. Is get that in my room, bro. That's like the worst shit I never did. It don't make your room look cooler. It don't do. All it do is just have people question you even more and ask you more questions. Why? Oh, why'd you get the flag? Oh, you know that flag goes this way. You should go back to where you came from. Oh, this God don't like that. Da da da. You shouldn't get that. If you don't like coming out to your parents and you don't like all that extra stuff, don't get it. Like, yeah, it's nice and yeah, it's nice clothes and shit, but don't do that. Don't do that shit. That's just not fucking worth it. Don't do that shit. Like, literally, do not do that shit. Don't. Do not get no fucking flag. That shit is so fucking lame. Like, I understand that most people, they get flags so they see other people got flags, or like, that shit look nice, and it make your room look nice. If y'all want to say that, it doesn't make my room look nice. My room is exactly the same. But that's just the two top rules. Just go ahead and get it off your chest to your parents, and don't get no motherfucking flag. You don't gotta listen to me. That's just coming from my experience. Don't get a motherfucking flag. That shit's so ugly as hell. That shit is so fucking ugly as hell. Like, I swear to God, I might even take mine down. I don't even know. I'm still contemplating about what I want to do with my flag. I like it, but I don't like it. Like, every now and then, I'm like, nah. But my coming out video wasn't even that much. It was actually kind of, how'd I say it? Short. Because my mom already knew half the stuff that I was going to say. And I didn't really have much to say to her because she was asking me questions. I didn't want to answer her questions. And, like, it was super easy. I know I keep saying super easy. But for me, it was easy. I don't know if it's easy for y'all. I'm just here to help y'all out and give y'all some closure on how it feels to actually come out to y'all parents and shit. Because most people, they be like, oh, I got kicked out, or oh, they disowned me. I had to write them a fucking letter and all that. Just do it. Don't worry about the videos and all the extra stuff and all the, oh, this and oh, that, and oh, they fought me. Oh, they told me to pack my bags and leave. Oh, like, don't look at all the bad stuff. Look at the good stuff. Just look at the good stuff in it. Oh, I told this off my chest. I can go be happy now. I ain't got to worry about hiding my girlfriends and hiding my boyfriends and hiding all this shit from my parents. Make sure they don't go through my phone and make sure they don't disown me. Like, don't worry about the bad stuff. Worry about the good stuff. Oh, now I'm out to my parents and I can do what I want to do and I can be happy and be free and go along about my day. But my video is pretty short. There wasn't much to say about it. And I'll give y'all little tips about what y'all should do when y'all come out and all that extra stuff. But yeah, that's just my video to y'all for my first video. My very first story time to y'all. So coming to y'all from the heart and all that shit. But if y'all want to see more story times, y'all want to see a part 2 where I come out to my dad, or part 3 where I come out to my grandma and all that, because those videos are actually kind of longer than the ones with my mom. But if y'all want to know all that, just comment that shit down below. Don't forget to like, comment, turn on post notifications so you can get a post notification shout out. I know y'all want them shits. Get a post notification shout out. And I'll see y'all niggas in the motherfucking next video. And we out.